Memorial in Norman. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the USC Trojans and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Here at the Palace on the Prairie, you know this is one of the most iconic stadiums in all of college football. Gaylord family, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium gets rocking for the Sooners. They have got so many loyal fans. You know they bleed crimson and cream here. They are excited after a 10-win season last year, and these fans can't wait to get it started again. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Receiver comes in motion. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked top.
Might have a chance. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
The Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Off play action. Hauls it in. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Robinson. Breaks the tackle. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. And a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments.
Ready. 180. 180. 14-24 plus. 14-24 plus. Ready, go.
Quarterback keep. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Got his man down the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The run inside. It's Jordan. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Snags it over the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Makes the grab down the middle. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Got it back on second and goal. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal.
And that's a great stop by this defense. Second down and goal, getting the lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for third down.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Back to throw, it's Mayaba. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
And I know it's easy up here in the booth, right, guys? Like, make that catch, right? Get on the scoreboard. Haven't scored yet with this offense. You want him to make that play, but a nice job by the defense, man. Getting there on time, not letting him wrap that football up. That's a great job breaking on the football with good time.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And the Sooners can really attack on this second and short. The offense changing the play. Lost to fire on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
It'll be third and long.
Ready? Put it on 30, put it on 30. Hydro. Liz. Ready, go.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Unleashes one. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you could tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Here comes the Trojan offense, ready to go on the attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
To the air on second down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Trojans decide to punt it away.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Making side adjustments here. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass, it's Mateer. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. He's looking downfield to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. At the 20. Touchdown, USC. How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Harris. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard, and now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man, it's Mateer. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Robinson. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes a grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Rushes on him. He gets away. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the 1st half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working, you're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the 2nd half.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Waning seconds in the 1st half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's loose. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To throw, it's Mayava. He's taking the shot. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Miami University Redhawks.
Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Fighting off the defender. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not the 2nd half start they'd hoped for. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. So the turnover sets up their first drive of this second half, and they'll have an opportunity to take the lead. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters, but one thing they always have, offensive success.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. To the air, it's Mateer. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, at least, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. When you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mateer. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or Listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long.
Ready, go!
A run for the quarterback. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a 4th down looms, and decision time for this offense.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
The Sooners will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They've got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the carry on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in the coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Find some time. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. It's hard to think of a worse time for a penalty like that than at this stage of the game. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, fourth quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gets it out quickly. Could not make his way to the corner.
Then when I blitz as a defense, I want to get home. I got to get to that quarterback, get him on the ground, not hit him as he's throwing it, and he gets it off. Right here, just a split second too late. Didn't get to the quarterback in enough time. The quarterback did a good job assessing it and making a play down the field.
Back to pass on second down. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, going to the air. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. So here they are, a chance to put together a game-winning drive in a tie game in the final moments. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going for it all. Makes a grab on the shot. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes it. Right on the money.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. Now on the move. Touchdown Sooners! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, give me one more.
And he makes the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Mayava. It's complete on the right side. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
And that's a big throw by this young man. Like, listen, late in the football game, you've got to make plays. He's been a little bit up and down, but they got to give him the rock. They're going to trust him. Let's see what he can do late in this football game.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Jordan. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense,
snags it and he's open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Finds a spot in the middle.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive, great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.